Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Greg K6EGG live stream. In just a few minutes, you're going to enjoy some free amateur radio fun here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. As promised, I'm actually here tonight. I got to admit, I'm a little bit tired. So I'm a little raw. I'm raw and around the edges, like unlike always. But good to see you folks in the chat already. Chris, Adam, Sam, I hope you're dry. You're probably hearing some buzzing going on there. I am on FT8 right now. I'm going to move over to some voice here in just a moment. I did get a new DX entity here. Let me give you what it was. It was the last day of a DX expedition, and I'm a little bit shy of remembering what it was. I can't remember any call letters anyways. It's YJ0VK. YJ0VK. It's they're in tomorrow. They're past the date line. Pardon for the elementary use there. But this is the expedition. I got them on 12 meters right as the sun was setting. I alerted Mr. Hamstick, and I think he had some difficulties for some reason. I can't remember what it was, but he had some stuff disconnected. This fellow here in it's like Spain. I'll try to get him. At 20 meters is getting awful noisy tonight on my RFI for some reason. But let me see here. As soon as if I make contact with this guy, this guy's 73'd out with me already, which is, don't know why. I already got him on 20 meter FT8 and stuff. So I'm going to cancel that out. And Sam, I hope, was it Sam? No, that was Eric. He didn't like the angle of this mixer here, but I like this angle right here. Oh, sorry. I fixed the angle a little bit. My mixer, I have to have some space for obvious reasons because I need to grab at it. My radio, I don't need to grab at so much. I also have a remote for my radio, which is just to the left of this video, or the camera view. So I had to angle it. So hopefully this is a little bit better. It was kind of like off at an angle and I had to rotate the video. Anyways, I tried to make it a little bit more user friendly.
You can't see the labels on what
you can't read this
or fader does what, but
you can't read this right here on our E20 SM7, which is actually the IFB today. Yeah, that's a little bit small.
The last one. That's better. Well, now we can't see.
There we go. There you go. Is that better?
There you go.
All right. So I'm going to get rum log going here. I was going to come on a little bit earlier. For those of you that have Apples, I had a authorization on my computer problem.
Hey, did you have to? You said you had to sign to iCloud everywhere again? Has that happened?
Yeah, everywhere. What I mean by and then it was alerting me I needed to sign in on all my devices that were authorized before.
You know what's weird? About 8 hours ago, I got a pop up on my iPhone. I have a couple of other quote unquote iTunes accounts for non-US app stores. You know, when you want like the apps that are not the US store.
Yeah.
And it asked me for passwords to those accounts, and like the two that it asked me for were accounts I haven't logged into in like 6 years. But they were mine, so they were doing something. But
something was awry.
Back to Zuzi Radio.
Yes. So I apologize for my my tardiness there. This guy's too low for me. He's some DX though, of course.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the point, Greg.
I know. I'm just gonna listen here for a second while I wanted to see where this guy was at. So the other guy he's talking to is not coming in. So other guy is not coming in. Gonna move on. It looks like we got some talking over here. Maybe. Thought I saw something over here. I got a lot of noise today. Don't know if I'll be able to make a voice. Don't know if I'll be able to make a contact tonight. Oh, you know what? I'm like, why is this so loud? 5.9 plus, huh?
The DX guys I was referring to.
This guy fell off the shelf.
The guy on like 14178 showed like 5.9 plus 5. That's why I was.
I've had pretty good experience with them, so there's nothing wrong with that at all. They have done really well for me over the years.
And once again, I don't know if you guys saw the last couple streams since I've had this camera here. Sometimes when it's hard to read the people, I'll go in here and I basically notch filtering is basically an EQ in a sense. So I have that at my fingertips here rather than going through the menu there on the radio.
So you do it through the mixer and not the radio.
Yes.
Hey Greg, what is what are you showing? What are you not showing since you're showing the mixer? What's being blocked by the mixer?
Nothing really. This is part of the. Hold on. I can undo.
That is a downward view.
No, I mean, what on the radio are we not seeing because he's showing the mixer instead?
Nothing.
No, okay. There is just a voltage here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's voltage.
I was just curious.
I understand. The other thing I want to do, because you see all this noise. Hold on. I think I faded away. The other thing I want to do very soon is get the receive-only antenna. I would actually already have some LMR 400 ran. I did do a test on it, and I didn't realize till I needed actually 15 by 15 by 15 by 15 square cable of an antenna on the ground to make it work correctly, according to Hamstick and Mr. Ape. So I'm looking into getting I can't remember what he said, 9-1 Ballon. Is it Ballon?
Was it Ballon or Adam? I forget.
This guy just 73'd out, but I can't hear him.
It's basically the same thing, isn't it?
1 second. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I guess those guys disappeared.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use.
Either that or they I heard him 73 out.
Kilo 6
Alpha 9 Papa Delta. I heard you guys in there. Not too much activity on the band. I just wanted to see if I can make a quick contact with you, sir.
Nothing heard. Alpha 9 Papa Delta, QRZ.
Alpha 9 Papa Delta, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Alpha 9 Papa Delta, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Whiskey Mike 3 Victor. John, go ahead. John, go ahead. Whiskey Mike 3 Victor, go ahead.
Now he's coming in clear.
You're about a 5-6, about a 5 and 6. Conditions are not on our best side right now, but we'll make the best of it. It's a pleasure to work into Utah. I don't get to do that very often. I'm not sure why.
It's coming quick.
I guess maybe I don't. I just don't go through that area. It seems like I usually California or further out. But good to hear you from Utah. Pretty good signal given band conditions. They are up and down. QSB's heavy, so I better cut it short.
Okay.
My name is Frank, and I'm in Southern Illinois. Turn it back to you, John. Alpha 9 Papa Delta.
See if I can get in here now. Hope that video looks better for you there, Mr. Hamstick.
Okay, John. Well, on the last over, you went from about an S3 to about 9, about an S9. So, I mean, band conditions are totally wild. Just up and down. It's just rolling. So, with that, we better sign, but yet, pleasure talking to you. If you've not been on in that long of a period of time, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that. I'd try to encourage you to get on more often, obviously. So with that, we'll say 73, the best of wishes, and look forward to talking to you again. I'll log you in QRZ here. So I'll say 73, Alpha 9, Papa Delta.
Now, in theory, he's coming in better, so I might be coming in better for him, right? So don't forget to hit that like button, by the way. There's 14 of you folks watching tonight. So let's give this a shot tonight.
The station in California, K6, go ahead.
Alpha 9 Papa Delta, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I don't think I'm making it. I don't think he was talking to me either. Wow. He gone. Lawrence, you want to try? That's further enough away.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use.
Somebody just south of me here. Hold on. I'll be right back here.
But if I can look up the map or like Google search, yeah.
It's 247, right?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 14247.
Are we going to have to start a GoFundMe page for Lawrence to get some power?
Oh, all right, because he's QRP only, huh?
Yeah, I heard him the other day. He broke through. So I was better on the other frequency, maybe.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 14247 from Southern California in the city of Chino. A KT0DDW. I think I have a light copy on you. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Yeah, it sounds like you're a bit off frequency compared to where I'm at. I'll try to dial into you.
No, this is good. I just changed about the stop.
You actually, you're coming in pretty decent there. This might be actually, for a second there, you came in better than I think we've ever talked, other than being on digital radio. And I don't know if you noticed, but you almost completely dropped out. I could definitely tell that you're talking, but I cannot hear you now. I think you said you wanted to go in your backyard and move your antenna around?
There goes what I told you earlier. So as you saw, what I just did there is a base.
I still have you in there. I had to cue you in a little bit, but I definitely still have you. I'm going to put you in the logbook there, Lawrence. Keep listening. If I come up again, try to reach me again. Maybe move your antenna around a bit.
Roger. You the 5-6.
I'm going to give you a 5.6 as well. I did have to do some EQ to bring you in through all the noise I have here locally, but good to make an antenna-to-antenna contact with you.
Copy that, man. Thanks for jumping in there tonight.
Tonight, I appreciate you. At least I made one contact tonight.
So, all right. So as I just mentioned with Sam here a second ago, he brought up, I basically use the things at my fingertips here, which is a basic 3-band EQ with a bell curve. A bell curve basically, how I can do it. So when you do an EQ could be like this, or EQ would be like this. So a bell curve would be like kind of like what you would do in a radio. You kind of go like this. So it's a different slope on how the EQ goes in the audio sense. So, which is basically what you're doing with the radio. And it did, as you guys saw, it brought them in a little bit better. I think you guys, actually, that was a pretty good demonstration of what I just explained to Sam a few minutes ago. So good to make the contact with Mr. Sad Hand himself. Yeah, antenna to antenna, which I think he sounded stronger than you did when I talked to you, or when I made a quick voice contact.
Well, he's also a lot closer than me.
Whose fault is that?
His.
What?
Yeah.
How does that work?
He decided to live in Texas.
More people should be like him. No, because then they'll be screwed up.
At least you saw the eclipse.
So did I.
So did I.
He got
to the Discord, Sam. I posted my pictures from the other day.
Eclipse of the heart.
Let me try to get.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Anybody else on frequency? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ. I bet nobody really burps during a CQ call there like I do. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
There's that cough button that.
I don't have it for the radio. I don't know if this will. I don't think this works. No, I don't have it for the radio.
Ah.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Well, dang it. So Sadham might be my only contact tonight. Although, hey, I got to give him credit. At least he was a contact tonight. You want to try? How long would it take you to do that? Would it be a pain in the ass? Would it make you a?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kind of flattened out my EQ a bit too. I don't hear anybody in there. 90-mile-an-hour winds in Texas? You guys have a hurricane down there or something?
Dude, I had a 25-mile-an-hour wind gust during the storm that came through.
That's child's play for California. We get 90-mile-an-hour gusts just like Mr. Sadham.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Anybody out there on frequency?
I do have my NR on. Is that a problem? That's what I normally have on. Oh, wow, that sucks, man. It looks like the station down, I wish I could point at it, which I was trying to do with my cursor, which you guys wouldn't see. Down by the 1 and 14.18. Pretty strong signal right there. I see nothing else that I can legally talk on.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
So, Lawrence, are you putting the antenna up? You want me to wait for you, or we can go back here in a second? Thought I heard somebody in there. Okay. All right. Let me go back down here.
Looks like 750, 800 watts. The amplifiers.
Scott Santana. I haven't seen you in there in a while. I remember that name.
And I tried it many times.
The other Scott. Yep. It's nice to see familiar faces in the chat.
Back to you. KC7DB, Alpha 9, Papa Delta.
See if I can get this fella now. I'm doing some hunting and some fishing here. Did I say that right? Well, get on there, man. Let's get you on the radio. Do you have any way to get on the radio tonight? I don't think I've ever made an HF contact with you, right? So I can hear the other guy kind of talking to him, but I don't think I can hear. HR contact?
Okay, I don't know if you can hear me or not. AA9PD, there's 100 watts right there. Turn the amplifier off, and we'll see how that does there. It is amazing.
That's probably what I'm sounding to him. What's up, W5ZM? Wilmington, North Carolina. Ham radio contact.
I don't understand that. You can make it into California, but you can't work Wyoming and Utah and some of those states. It's really hard for me to understand that. But it's
I have trouble making contact with Nevada and Utah.
It's going to work out. But we had pretty good propagation today. I really didn't complain. I've seen the bands open at different times, 10, 12, 15, 17, and 20 meters was open at different times. One band would open, the other would close. One band would open, the other one would close.
Yeah, 10 and 12, man. They've been light. I don't know if Joe's still in there. You mentioned that this is when 10 and 12 meters start to disappear a little bit this time of year. I don't know if you could explain that at all for the layman's terms. All right, man. I know you're up early there with, what would that be, about 4:45 in the morning?
People as well.
My math is correct.
David, well, your 767 is doing an excellent job. The 7600.
I could do that, but I can't remember call letters.
And then I have a Yaesu FT950 as well. So I kind of rotate all three radios around, and whichever one I get to that day is what I use.
I need a world clock in front of me.
Back to you, David. This is Frank, AA9PD returning.
This might be hard to get this guy because he's kind of rag chewing in between things here. It's like he made an an FM contact. That's why I'm so used to saying FT. FM contact with some DX entities here. Chile, El Salvador, Canada. I don't know how to pronounce that island. I don't want to hack it. Do you have any signal, though? You have a 4-1. What's up, Brian? Nice to see you in there, pal. This is the fella, Frank. I'm going to try to make a contact with him on, where am I at, 20 meter tonight? I don't know if he's the other guy's rag chewing or what. Wait here for a minute or two, see if I hear homeboy. And by the way, if you got 20 meters handy, I'd love to make a contact with you. Give him another, say, minute or so, minute and 30 seconds. Maybe I'll move on. So I don't know if the band dropped or the other guy's talking, to be honest with you. Definitely sounds like the band's dropping. Band is dropping out officially. The strongest signal I had in here is almost to 0. But that might bring in some other folks. I'm going to move on here because he's not coming in very good. Out of band.
Rapidly going up. Thank you, man. My best wishes, everybody's race, and my congratulations on the officials of your K6EGG. I have K6EGG in my yard, but now I'm using 7-element KG, monobrother, 28 meters up, pointed to 335 degrees, almost on the user edge. Everybody's good, man. Have a good day. Thanks for that, yeah.
X9 what? X9 what? This is my limit here.
73, that's it. Okay, this is Romeo 5 Alpha Juliet QRZ.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Whiskey 7 Kilowatt Echo.
Rumi,
Thank you very much for contact.
what was? I think I've made contact with this guy, haven't I? I have made contact with this guy before. So it might be easier to make a contact with somebody in Russia than Texas tonight.
What's wrong with that?
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's what's right is with it.
Okay. Your signal is 15 dB over the sign and a beautiful signal. Thank you.
His voice does sound familiar.
Arizona, next to Mexican border. Wish you 73. Enjoy the action. Band conditions seems to be very good at this time. Thank you. Bye-bye, my friend. Romeo 5 Alpha Japan QRZ.
Whiskey 5 Charlie.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Station is golf again.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf. Thank you very much, Greg, for calling me. Your signal is 5 and 7. I'm in Moscow. Name is Valeria.
You're 5'9" here in Southern California. It's good to. I think I made contact with you before. You sound familiar. Sounding good here into the southern part of California tonight. And thanks for the contact again, sir.
Okay, Rick. Thank you very much for that contact from California. Please enjoy the action, my friend. K6 Echo Golf, R5HA. That's it, Daniel.
Wow. I made a contact easier with somebody in Russia than I did in Texas. I was half joking about that. Holy crap. And I think I made a contact with him 2 weeks ago, if I'm correct. So I'm looking that up right now.
Has it been that long?
No. Oh. He did confirm.
2 weeks ago or tonight?
It was about almost 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Okay.
So it was the 20th. So, wow. So if anybody wants to make a contact with Japan, Japan. I just heard Japan.
Mother Russia.
With Mother Russia there in Moscow. A fine fellow there. He does confirm, by the way, both on Logbook of the World and on, it looks like QRZ. So you might be in the business. That is pretty cool. I just, if I had a complaint, I wish I did it on another band. That's pretty cool.
Starting on, and your signal is growing up very rapidly. Thank you, 73, Steve. That's it, Daniel. Have a good day.
Hey, you never know unless you try. Whose fault is that? You want to try? It's like the band's starting to come up a bit. I got to turn the AC on. It was like 90 today here. Oh.
Well, I don't know about that. You might send it into Yaesu, or you might find a tech that is, savvy with that particular model, and they could probably find out what it is, or possibly even know.
I cannot get into my...
What are you trying to get into?
Trying to get into my Nest, and of course, I turn on my AC and I get signed out of it. Dang it. Because it's like 80 degrees in here right now. So, yeah, if you want to try to make a contact, I would love to do it. Looks like the band's starting to open up. Okay. One second here. Hold on a second here. That's, sorry, hold on a second here. 17 is working great right now. Okay, maybe I'll go to 17 here. Got a lot more noise. Sorry, I was trying to get it dialed in there. Hey, I finally got on. Let's play with the bands here a bit. I don't get on 17 too often here. 17, 18, 110. Had a lot of static crashes. I'm not hearing much here. Yeah, I'm not getting anything. Had trouble getting that dialed in there for matching purposes. Audio check 1 2. All right, let's see if we can find anybody else. This is the same guy here, right? Yeah. Hey, if you guys want to try to make a contact on 20, I'm totally game for it.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 14245 from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I hope some folks come in here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Dang it. Like I said, I made an easier contact with somebody in Russia than I did in Texas or anywhere else close to me. So I got a question. Does that mean because he heard me, my signal's going in Russia, but nobody's hearing me? I mean, I don't know. I guess that's a dumb question.
Path, but not a short.
I was gonna say, what's the long path distance?
Like 6,500 miles, I think.
Is that long or short path?
Well, it just said the distance between me and him. I don't know what path it took. Let's take a look.
Grid
here.
tracker. Right, Seth?
Long
Grid
path
tracker's
is almost 19,000 miles.
I don't know if Grid Tracker would tell you.
Long or
Well, that's only
short?
for FT8.
Let me try again there.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ, maybe anybody in Japan. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yeah, for ETA.
I don't think anybody's hearing me in Japan. That's for sure, Mr. Paul. Hey, but it was worth a try, right? You never know. I got to be honest with you. I didn't think I was going to make that contact with him again. And it was basically first call out of the box. This is Kilo
6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Are you trying to make a contact with me, Andy? On frequency? That is, yeah, I was going to mention that. Because I have no way of knowing with the Omni antenna.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ on 14245 from Southern California. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Let me see if I can get IFT. Yeah. I don't, this time of night, I don't see many J stations in that area of the world coming in. On 10 meters right before sunset and on 12 meters right before sunset, I'll get a bunch of Japanese station in, but not right now. Just like,
That was just enough of the wrong angle for it, but it was still a neat effect.
man,
I was
this
under
guy's
some trees doing some work around
this
my
guy's
pond,
wide.
and it got very dark.
It's almost like he's too.
Is he am?
And, but it had a weird feeling. I don't know how to explain that to you, Jim. It was a strange feeling of darkness. It was not like when the sun's going down, but
Didn't sound like it. Man, he was coming in good.
well, I don't remember.
It doesn't look like an AM because AM will be on both sides usually.
I have 7 acres out here in the country, and I was really trimming
That
a
makes
lot
sense?
of trees and
Yeah.
picking up brush.
I guess I missed it. I guess we could start streaming now that Andy's here.
Yeah,
Tile area behind my house back there.
gotta love having Andy in here.
Just, I was kind of busy, and I was
Andy,
very
what's your
tired
favorite
because I've
mode?
been
Is it
working for
voice?
several hours, and
We
it was-
know it's not
It
FT8.
was not terribly bad or anything. It was just, I'm 69
Wait,
years
it's not
old,
FT4?
and if there's no work, and it don't take a long
It's not.
time
Yeah,
to
it's
be
not.
really,
Not any of the
worn out
F's
doing
and J calls or anything
physical
like that.
exercise, cutting,
Hey, he could be a
just
CW
picking up
guy for all we
branches
know.
and tree logs and things like that, and haul them down to the burn pile. So I was kind of more focused in on that, but I did stop for a minute and just kind of look around and think, well, this is sort of
I would
neat.
love to make a contact
I'll
with this
never
guy
see
because
it
this is the
again,
clearest
because
guy that I
it's
think
too long
I
till the next
heard
time.
tonight.
W5 CBF.
W5 what? CBF? CBF? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, again, the call is Whiskey 5, Charlie, Bravo, Oscar. Whiskey 5, Charlie, Bravo, Oscar. And I got licensed back in the 70s, 76, and here I still am, Jim, just still having fun with it after all these years.
Voice? All right. Andy, you ever been on DStar? Looks like this guy's a retired police officer. Spring.
Okay, I
Town,
think we might
Texas.
have coupled at the very first of my transmission. I'm not sure what happened there. I'm Keaton. You were telling me something, but I got licensed in '76, Jim. 76,
I was born in
I'm still at it, still having fun with it after all these years.
1975. Just give you guys a little bit
Probably
of
will
a.
never stop, most likely. I just retired, also from law enforcement after.
Hey, that
32
familiar,
years in that
doesn't it?
Business. On March 27th.
As long as
when I
you,
turned
it's that's
59,
not true.
I had
If you don't
retired.
have internet,
I'm just kind of doing whatever.
or your gateway doesn't have internet.
Whatever the wife tells me to do there, Jim.
but
Go
I
ahead.
see your point. I'd love to make contact with Dickie. Looks like Dickie Wood. I am not making that name up. I'm definitely not making that name up. Oh my God. Oh. It is. You could thank you could thank Elon for that.
All right, Jim. Well, I used to have relatives back in the 60s, 70s, and all that lived in Long Beach. And we would go see the family.
You must be talking to somebody where I was born in
Texas,
Long Beach, California.
to Los Angeles, to Long Beach area. So, and I've been to California multiple times, all around the area there where you are, in Los Angeles and all, and up to San Francisco. So I enjoy it. I've always enjoyed my visits there in your area. So good to hear you, Jim. We'll see you down the log. ND6P W5CBO73.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Whoever gave the call, Jim was signing, and I didn't.
Of course, he's done with the call sign, or done with the QSO there.
Something, and I didn't catch what you said. Who was that?
I couldn't hear the other station. I thought he was done. Sorry. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
EGG. All right, very good. I think we've worked before. Let me put you into Kilo Hit. No, I would assume we've worked before looking at this call. But no, nothing happened. My name is Dick Delta India Charlie Kilo 6, and I'm out here in the Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas area. Correct? K6EGG, W5 Charlie Bravo Oscar.
Hey, I just was flipping around the dial. I just wanted to say hello real quick. I'm in Southern California. I was actually born in Long Beach. I'm about 45 miles east of where you were just talking to somebody there. I just wanted to jump in and say you're a booming signal at 9 over here in the Southern California. So maybe you can make a bunch of California contacts there, sir.
Very good. Well, I was just down the band there, I think right there in the extra portion of the band, and there was a Russian station that had I'm not sure what class you are, if you can get down in the extra portion or not, but if you around 70, 14, 225, somehow in that range, and he was down there with a monster signal for this time of night.
Copy that. Thanks for the info. In fact, I just made contact. He was the last guy I made contact there, Romeo 5 Alpha Juliet there in Moscow. So I appreciate the contact there, Dick. Whiskey 5 Charlie Bravo Oscar. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
All right, Greg. See you down there.
Hopefully I said all those call letters correctly. I did that off memory there, so I think I got them all right. Man, he's got a pretty good signal there. That scared the living crap out of me.
Was that loud?
That was loud.
Oops.
Let's see if I can make some more contacts here. When he was coming in, as you guys saw. Sounds like there's somebody in there, but I can't pick him up through the noise. Unless you're an S7 or above, I'm not going to hear you very well. Hey, Dustin, Russia's on 225 right now, just let you know. 14225. Ooh, we got a signal right here. I think.
Kilo 2, Mike, Papa, K2MTP, calling CQ, 20 meters, standing by.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Echo Golf Golf, this is Kilo 2, Mike, Papa.
Kilo 2 Mike Papa, is that correct?
It's Kilo 2, Mike, Papa. That's correct.
Copy that. You're a 5'9" here into Southern California tonight. I just was scrolling and I heard your CQ as I dialed you in there.
You're coming into the Houston, Texas area. Just shy over 5 over 9, but quite. I'm able to copy just about everything that you're saying. I'm using a Kenwood TS890 and
there you
putting
go.
out approximately 600 watts.
Oh, wow.
An Ameritron, out of an Ameritron 1306 into a vertical. But back to you.
Wow, you're running vertical.
Wow, you're running vertical. You're sounding really good. Coming into my half-wave infed antenna, about I don't know, probably about 35 feet in the air. I'm just running 100 watts tonight on my 7610. We got a good path in between here and Texas right now. I made contact with my buddy in the Houston area about 30 minutes ago, and maybe the man has come up, so maybe he can join us here. But I appreciate the contact. Is that Mike? Kilo 2, Mike, Papa. This is Kilo 6, Echo Golf Golf.
Very good. Thanks for coming back to me. I was just coming around with the radio a bit tonight. Very much appreciate the video report. K2MTP will be waiting for your final and phone settings. Have a good evening.
Copy that. 73. Good hunting for you out there on 20 meters. I hope the band's in your favor tonight. 73.
I don't know if Lawrence is still in there. If you want to try again, dude. You might have a path into the Houston area. Definitely into Texas. See if I can find some other victims.
Contact and 73, best wishes.
God, man, he's got a good signal coming into.
5 Alpha Juliet QRZ.
Anybody want to go and get him? He's available. So what time is that over there? 8 in the morning over there on a Wednesday? Sorry, pardon me, on a Thursday? I thought I heard somebody... somebody in here. There we go.
Alpha 6, Romeo Kilo in Central Texas.
He wasn't the same guy, right? He wasn't on that same frequency. Texas is popping in. Lawrence, are you still in here? Copy that. I didn't realize I had made contact with him on 20. I thought it was on 10, but... Oh, dude. Really? Right when the band's hot. The band's hot to Texas, dude. It's as hot as you getting your food from Whataburger. I'll wait for this guy to come back here. I'm not even moving around bands that much, dude. You should be proud of me. I am streaming tomorrow night. I wonder if Colorado's coming in tonight. Not like that one night where you made a contact. Man, I thought I heard somebody here, but it might be just me. All right, I guess I was hearing things. It is pretty late. Dustin, it's always good to have you in the chat, buddy. Don't get yourself in trouble. I know it's whatever, but just about 10:30 over your time. For my elementary math.
Well, it's 11:30 Central. Well, 11:21.
Yeah, he's in Mountain. Well, I think that might be all the band for me. I always see Russia in there.
You gonna try FT8?
I need some more 60-meter contacts on there. I'm gonna send this this log out here. Michael there over in Houston, Texas, not too far away from Mr. Sadham himself. I made 4 probably confirmed contacts. One of them in Europe. And one of them was a sad ham. If he confirms it.
Well, he's a sad ham. You think he would?
He has before. Yeah, I mean, I got to be honest with you, Paul. I don't think that the band is open to that part of the world this time of day. At least I from memory. What am I?
What happened to your radio?
It gets a little stupid sometimes after I use there we go. After I use Rumlog, because Rumlog connects to my computer via USB to bring in the telemetry from my radio. Yeah, so this time of night or day, whatever you want to call it, time of the hour of what's going on here in California, that part of the world does not seem to come in on any band for me. Watch it come here on 30 meters. In fact, I'm going to, for shits and giggles, I'm going to go to 17 meter here real quick because the band was a little interesting tonight. So I don't know if Joe's in here still from Texas. I know he mentioned 10 meters goes away this time of year. Is that what I'm understanding? Do you know anything about that, Seth? Can you elaborate maybe?
I missed the question.
So on Discord here, which I'll pull up if it works, if it doesn't do another update. Oh, look at that. Does another update.
Yeah.
So what was the question?
My question is, first off, I still have my filters on. Joe mentioned, or I mentioned that 10 and 12 have been really bad the last couple mornings. And I put this question in Discord, which we actually have if you're new, which I don't see anybody new in the, oh, there goes your setup there, Paul, in the chat. 10 and 12 are bad for me. And my question is, or basically Joe made a statement. If I can bring it in here. Propagation usually goes south this time of year for South America. Oh. It's like, but it was complete junk. So I don't know if 10 goes out this time of year for whatever. So you tried to receive me on that. Some Japanese dude's going to be pissed. And we got SpongeBob SquarePants here in the chat.
Well, I was just hanging around, so threw that in there.
Let's go to 20 meters and see what kind of DX we got tonight. See if we have anything special tonight. It might be. Unless you get long path. Let's not go there, though. Looks like we got Mexico, Cuba. Man, there's a lot of Cuban stations on. I tend to ignore them now.
Casey worked Mother Russia.
Oh, you worked the guy, something J at the end? R5SJ, whatever. Got Spain. I'm going to try to work this guy because he's looking for North America contacts. Looks like he does CEBA.
Good job,
CW.
Casey.
Yeah, good job, man. I was pretty excited when I worked him. Was that your first Russian station? Ooh, I got some RFI popping in here right now. Alaska. You got lots? Second call. Yeah, he didn't look like he was working a pile up tonight. It is a Wednesday night, so maybe some people are either off to bed early because they have to work tomorrow, or they just didn't think the band was popping like it was earlier. It wasn't really popping, I should say, but it was active. There's your boy in Angola again. He's always there. D2UY. I'd love to make a voice contact with him on 10 meters. And then I'll get my my voice DXCC, or not DXCC, but the fake award for DXCC. All right. Well, I hope I made this guy's night. I cannot believe we're running the AC here in mid-April. And it's supposed to get down in the 40s again in 2 days.
Really?
Yeah, Saturday night we're supposed to get another little Alaskan Gulf storm.
Oh.
Should be the last one. I'm going to throw my fertilizer on my grass, let it sit for a day, and hopefully it'll rain on Saturday and Sunday, and it'll get the fertilizer deep inside.
That's what you said.
Mm-hmm. That's how you make your grass green. The best time to fertilize this time of year. Get your roots deeper, and you have to water less during the summer. For us, for people that don't get rain like I do. I'm not too impressed with oh, there you go, Joe. With too much activity here. You got me there, Joe? I was just going to move to 60 meters and see if anybody would pop in on there. Let me make sure that this is still working. There we go. Now we got you. Get that 73 in there. So, Joe, do you think this time of year is bad for 10 meters? It starts to get bad? Your ears must have been burning. Sorry, hit the wrong key again. I think I've worked most of the folks here. This guy in Alaska, I've not had him confirm, I think. I did. 15 and 30. Let's see what's going on at 60 meters. $60 meters I go. All right, here we go, 60 meters. Now, Joe already got you on here. I'm trying to work some states. Trying to get my all states on 60 meters. And I did pop on 6 meters today for a short time. Did not see much of anything. Now, this, I got to go and see if I need somebody in Michigan. I don't think I do, but this guy's working a POTA, and that will help out my POTA stats a little bit. I'm going to try to do a POTA this summer. That's my goal. A POTA. I need to get a radio first. $60 meters. Do I need Michigan? I don't think I do. I have 5 people already. I do need Minnesota. Oop. I'm getting pretty close. Look at this. 49 have been sitting there the last 3 months. 48 have been sitting here. Who's that just popped in there? Caller?
It was me.
It was you. All right. So I'm making some headway.
Since you're done with the sideband.
This the voice portion of my live stream and going to Andy's favorite mode.
Yeah.
For me, you know what, Joe? I noticed last summer I did not see much of anything on 10 till about, I would say mid to late September, early October. And so, Hamstick, since you're here, and I can bug you now. What do I need? A Ballon? 4-to-1 Ballon? For the
you need a isolation transformer.
Does that have like the coax?
You can use an I use an LDG 4-to-1 when I have it installed. I actually just removed the coax for my old one, which was a different one. I didn't like it. But Coffee and Ham Radios is coming out with a loop on ground antenna kit. And I think they said it'll be ready in May.
Well, that's not going to help me right now.
Maybe it was November. I can't remember.
November.
They posted about it in one of their latest videos.
Yes,
on
they
Discord?
did. No, YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube.
I've been pretty busy at nights, so I have not been
He's been making them at
Bullshit,
night.
You've been playing FT8 while you've been working.
I have.
And when he's like, I'm so tired, I'm going to go to sleep. All of a sudden,
My
Who
fame
do I
alerts
hear?
go off, and
who do I see calling CQ on 80 meters at 1 a.m?
right?
I'm
K6EGG.
usually getting off work. That's when I get off work about 10:30, 11.
No. The night of your last live stream, you're like, I'm so tired.
Okay, so
I'm so tired. I have to end the live stream. 2 hours later, CQ on 80 meters.
All right, hold on here. So here's what happens. I get off of here. I get off the live stream. I go take a shower. By the time I get into bed, it's like 45 minutes. I start to fall asleep, and our cat Milo likes to sneeze. So we both start to fall asleep, me and my wife, and the cat gets between me and gets up and sneezes right on my face. And I end up getting up, and I'm like, okay, well, I might as well get up and use the restroom and make sure I don't, in case I'd have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning like I normally do, that will get rid of that. And then I'm like, oh, I'll go see what's on the band here, like 1:45 in the morning. So, yeah, what's wrong with that? Why are you judging?
I'm not judging. I'm just saying.
Oh, I'm getting all flustered. I'm tired. And then ham alerts goes off. I was like, this guy.
All right. You got that out? You happy? You happy you got that out?
Get back to radio and shut up.
You know what? I'm back on the air after, I think, 18 hours of being QRT.
Oh, my
That was
goodness.
a long time. I know.
It's not an addiction, folks. Okay, so if I wanted to get, do they have can I just buy like from DX Engineering or something like that, like a ground antenna? It's already pre-made and I just plug it in?
Yeah, well, you can buy the isolation transformer. The one that I got from DX Engineering, I didn't like it. I'd say that what I would recommend is you buy, if you want it now, an LDG 4-to-1, the green one.
Where do I purchase it? Where am I looking at? What site?
Let me see if DX Engineering has it.
Listening for.
All right. So you want the LDG Electronics RU 4-to-1 200 watt unknown. It's green. It's $30.
That's it?
Yeah. So then what you'll want to do then is get some wire. Any kind of wire. You can go to Home Depot. And then you want
it's this thing right here?
Feet. Yes.
I
don't think that's going to be as good as the one Coffee and Ham Radios is going to do, because this one isn't designed for that, and the car one is going to be. There's something different about how it works. This one will work, just probably not as good.
Well, I'm not going to be transmitting on this. Do I need 200 watts? This is just going to be a receive antenna.
Yeah, I know. But it's a transmit. It's a transmit 4-to-1. You're just using it for receive.
So I'm not going to put it. I'm going to put it on the ground. And Joe's saying 29.5 feet.
No, what he's talking about is making a random wire antenna.
Yeah, I'm not going to
Rybakov. That's for TXRX. So what you can do with this is make your loop on the ground, and then when Coffee and Ham Radios does theirs, you can buy theirs, pull this device off, put their device on, and then now you have a 4-to-1 unknown for making your Parks on the Air antenna.
And I just throw that on the ground in the park.
No, so for this would be a good device to use on like a 7 or 8 or 9 meter pole or a 10 meter pole, and then you would use a Rybakov. So basically you'd get between 25 and 30 feet of wire, connect that to the red side, run that up the pole, and then you'd connect your radios to the black side.
I've seen that. That's like a hamstick setup almost.
Not at all like a ham stick.
No? Then I must be thinking about something else.
A ham stick is an actual antenna. But yeah, basically what you do is you just get a 10 meter pole, and you can get like a DX Commander 10 meter pole or a 9 meter pole, I think for like $80 on DX Engineering.
I got poles everywhere.
Well,
I got painter poles.
Nope.
Oh,
you can't.
no?
You can't make a vertical antenna with a electrically conductive. You need
it's
a
fiberglass
pole. All of it's fiberglass?
I have to look.
Okay.
I know the bottom part's fiberglass.
My painter pole, the top half.
I think you said the top half was. Did we lose you?
No, I'm here.
Starlink. Oh yeah, you cut out totally at one point.
No, I just stopped talking.
No, we heard you cut out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so you can get like a DX Commander pole or a Spider Beam pole. Run up 25 to 30 feet of wire, And then put some radials on the other side, connect your coax to your radio, and press the auto tune button. But until then, you can use that for the loop on the ground. That's why I say this one's kind of a good option, because it's always good to have like an LDG 4-to-1, a 9-to-1, and a 49-to-1, because they're so cheap. They're $30. If you've got all three of them, you can make most random wire antennas with either the 4-to-1 or the 9-to-1. And then with the 49-to-1, you can make an end-fed half wave. It's a super easy way to make a cheap antenna and not have to build it.
But this is just for receiving.
So that's what I was about to say. Is Eric? He's got a lot of end-fed half waves.
Okay. No.
Can
so
he
what
use
I'm
one for just receive?
No.
I
end-fed
tried
half wave
that.
is not a receive antenna.
Okay.
So I mean, the real solution, I would say, is to wait and buy the coffee and ham radio one. I mean, you can buy a loop on the ground antenna, but I didn't have good luck with the one that I bought. I had actually better luck with the 4-to-1.
I've got a link for a receive only end-fed half wave.
That's not a loop on the ground, though. We're talking.
I'm trying to do a loop on the ground.
What do you mean receive only end-fed half wave?
Oh, I guess random wire.
Well, that's not a half wave, but when you say receive antenna,
it's a receive antenna. It's a wire.
Okay. Well, so the point of what we're doing is we want Greg to get an antenna that will minimize QRM.
Right.
Yes. Please.
So what you want to do is not have the antenna in the air. You want it on the ground or really low. So, because a lot of QRM is going to be vertically polarized, and it's not going to be shooting across the ground. It's going to be going up. Yeah. So what Casey's saying with an active amplifier like an LNA, what that'll do is it'll boost your signal. Because basically what's going to happen with the antenna on the ground is you're going to have very weak signals, both QRM and actual received signals. But what the intent is you're going to end up having a higher signal to noise ratio, which is what you want. So then when you put on your the amplified circuit,
amplified circuit. Well, I need an amplified circuit to make this thing work.
You won't, but it'll help if you want one.
So like a receive amp?
No, there's specific ones like my receive loop. I have a 12-volt LNA. So basically, what that does is it boosts the receive signal. It'll also boost the noise, but because of the SNR difference, it improves everything. So in the end, I guess what I'm trying to say is the point of having the antenna low to the ground is it will lower all of the signals, but it's going to lower your noise more than it'll lower your actual incoming signals.
Yeah, Colin, I'm not going to use this for transmit. This is just so on the 7610 here, as far as I understood. So let me clear this off. As far as I understand here, so I changed the, I need to go to antenna here, and I can make, so I have a separate receive antenna input in the back of the radio, and I can change that. And I'm trying to think of where. Hold on here. Nope. Wrong one. Which one is this? I thought it's this one or that one. Antenna switch on. Oh, you know why? Because I was transmitting. It's not transmit. Oh boy. Maybe it's not sensing that I have the antenna. There we go. Auto. Now, there we go. So this switches to my other antenna. Right here. Oh, I'm not doing it right. Why isn't it doing it? So I could switch between antennas. Full 36 into it, no antenna. Yes, because I suck. Well, I don't have anything plugged into it either. I'm just randomly pressing buttons. I want that off. And why isn't it switching? The other day I had it on. I was still picking up stuff when I had the infed antenna. No, this is just the receive antenna part. I remember just reading this. Oh, this is it. RX antenna.
Oh yeah, it looks like you're setting it by band right now.
Yeah, which I don't want to do. I don't know how it's picking that up. I don't have anything out there.
Well, if signals are strong enough, you can still pick up things without an actual antenna.
I almost want to go back to the back of the radio and unplug the because I have the coax still out there, so that might be doing it. Ooh, yeah. Look at this. I probably want this off now.
Yeah, but so the whole reason for having the 4-to-1 isn't the fact that it's a 4-to-1. It's the fact that you're going to be using it to be kind of like an isolation transformer for the loop on the ground. So the loop on the ground is the actual intent of the antenna, not to tune anything.
And any 7610 owners, I was in the correct location to switch between the antenna and like have. So basically in that menu, I can have the receive antenna, which is the BNC, and then I'll transmit out on the other antenna, the main antenna. Is that correct? Does that sound right?
I don't have a 7610, so I don't know.
Dummy loads are good, not used antenna sockets. I don't know, 7610 owners. I hope this guy freaking confirms. Oh, he did confirm before. So, what do you mean, Scott? Say that in English. Say that in Greg. Oh yeah, this is what you showed me the other night, or somebody put this in there the other night. I think I read about this in the general question. Beverage antenna? Is that what that is?
No, that's a loop on ground. Beverage antenna was made by a guy named Beverage. A beverage is a long wire antenna.
So I was just switching between the receive antenna. Oh, this is going to be fun. Should I live stream in the backyard? Make a fool out of myself?
Just putting 60 feet of wire down.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's people that have on some of the big stations, they'll either run a beverage or a beverage on ground, like what they call a BOG, which is basically a beverage antenna that's low to the ground, or they'll run a loop on the ground, but they'll run multiples of them and they can switch. So they'll have some people that'll run like one receive antenna into their left ear and maybe their transmit antenna into their right ear, or they'll run two different, and they basically get like diversity reception, because that way you can sort of null out some of the noise or some of the people calling you.
Oh, if something's coming in on another phase, like in like
Yeah.
phase.
Because sometimes your signals are going to come in vertical, but you're horizontal. So if you have one oriented a different way, it may pick it up better. But also, let's say I'm trying to work a contest and I'm really trying to get European. I mean, this isn't going to be me. I don't have a contest station. But for example, like if a contest station here in Hawaii was trying to work Europe because there's a specific opening to Europe on a frequency, and they want to get those multipliers for the different countries in Europe, but they're just getting pummeled by stations in Australia or in Japan, they could use some sort of selectivity in which receive antenna they use to try and make it so they don't hear the stronger stations that are closer, because they're trying to only listen for Europe.
Okay. To your point.
But you're not going to be doing that.
Setting it up, how do I get it square? Can I?
What do you mean?
Like,
it doesn't have to be like square.
It doesn't have to be square. Okay. So what? So I just get 60 feet of cable, 15 by 15 by 15 by 15.
Yeah.
At like Home Depot. What are some? What would it be?
And then
8 category 8 or whatever cable or whatever it's called. I forget what it's called.
No. You don't want network cable. Get
not network cable, but
I mean, you can go to Walmart and buy speaker wire.
Speaker wire?
Yeah, it's cheap.
No, I'm not talking about speaker wire. What's the?
No, but I'm saying you could.
Yeah. What's the? I'm spacing on the kind of wire. Not
hookup wire.
What I ran for my power, for my.
So you can get Monster stranded speaker cable, 100 feet, $15.
14. That's what I was talking about. Gauge.
And the good thing with the like speaker wire is you can split it apart. Now you have 200 feet.
And does it have to be exactly 60 feet?
No.
Okay. So I can just go get some 14 gauge. That's what I meant to say. Gauge, not.
I don't even think it needs to be that. Like, it doesn't necessarily need to be thick, although you do kind of want it to withstand the elements.
I have to move it off every couple days, probably.
To mow?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could get the little stakes. Those little like grass stakes. I don't think you can find 60 feet. You're probably just going to get 100 usually. So I like BN Tech wire, but I don't like BN Tech Go for if I was going to leave it on the ground. It's a little too soft.
This thing will only be in there for a week at a time, maybe.
Yeah, but it's soft. I use DX10 from DX Commander.
It's probably more money then.
Sure. But I think the DX10 is going to last a heck of a lot longer than having silicone wire on the ground and having to replace it.
Well, I'm not going to have it out there forever. It's just going to be this is more of an experiment till I possibly get the ham radios and coffee antenna, right?
Well, that doesn't come with wire though.
What?
That's just going to, yeah. Well, because 15 by 15 is what a lot of people use, but some people will have like a 130 feet. Like they'll have like a 30 by 30 or a 60 by 60. Because the different size will respond differently to different bands.
Okay, so what about regular plastic wire? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I would you can just get speaker wire.
there's silicone. See, that's up to almost 400 degrees right here.
Yeah, but it's kind of soft and like.
So what? MFJ. What did you put?
I like having DX10 on the ground. I like having.
No, I'm not getting that thing right now. That thing's too expensive. I'm looking for just something for receive.
That's a receive antenna, the one that he sent you. The MFJ.
Yeah, but that thing's $400 by the time, or probably be $500 before by the time I get the mounts and stuff.
Yeah, I've got the Chameleon, which is even more. Let me see what that one is. The Chameleon. I'm not like a Chameleon fanboy, and I think some of their products are not good at all. But the RXL Pro receive loop it's pretty on point.
I was just gonna go to Home Depot and get some cable tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, you can get like the stuff that you use to wire your trailer.
That's what I'm gonna use.
I think they call that hookup wire. That's what I bought. That's what I use on my radials when I do a quarter wave vertical. I bought, I think, what was it 8 5-meter runs of trailer hookup wire, and I've been using it for a year and a half, and it's still perfectly fine.
Just got the same people on FT8.
Yeah, the coffee and ham radio one is going to be, I think, just the box with the guts.
What's going to be special about it? I'm not trying to take away anything. I'm not trying to be sarcastic either. Compared to what I just bought,
it's specifically designed for being a loop on the ground.
Would it be a transmit as well?
No, it's specific. It's specifically for being a loop on the ground receive. What you're doing with that LDG is you're using it for something, and it's not necessarily ideal, but it works good enough.
And it will work better than the in-fed antenna I had on the ground the other day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was still picking up stuff. It's probably about half the signal I was getting with the antenna I have up right now.
You're gonna notice the same thing, about half or less signal. You're gonna probably need to run preamp too. So on mine, I run plus 32 dB of gain.
Let me go back to that antenna section again.
So like you see how you have your preamp off? You're probably going to need to turn that on too. Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to...
I know, I'm just saying. To see how much noise I'm still getting without an antenna hooked up right now?
That's kind of weird that you're getting that much of that. Well,
I have the coax hooked up, I think.
Okay. You also may have I'm assuming you also have AGC turned on.
It's up mid, yeah. What do I want to know? Fast?
Off. I think on the Icom you have to specifically I wouldn't mess with it. Just leave it.
Let me make sure.
Because you're gonna want it back on when you put the antenna on. But yeah, I actually noticed when I have my antenna on and I'm not running the 32 dB, I actually pick up more noise because the AGC circuit and the sciencey things in the radio I don't fully understand are not seeing a strong enough signal, so they're just magnifying everything, and it also increases the noise.
1 second here. I want to unplug this coax and see what it does. Be a little experiment. So just the coax was picking all that noise up.
Yeah. And it hopefully when you put the receive antenna on, it won't. So you bought the 4-to-1 already?
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's coming.
So along with the wire, I'm trying to think. I can go get my 4-to-1. I don't think you need terminals, but I would put terminals on it anyway.
What do you mean by terminals?
Like ring terminals.
Why would you need ring terminals?
To connect it to the box.
It already has it on there.
No. It has the studs. I'm saying you want to put like a ring terminal on the wire so then you can securely connect that to the stud.
Oh, I got you. I just rolled on.
I think there's a hole drilled through it, so I think you can put the wire in it and then just clamp her down real good.
You mean when you pull these out X amount away?
Yeah, I think there's a hole that you can put the wire through. But I would still put ring terminals and then solder them because I like to be extra.
I don't like to be extra.
I don't want to be trying to make, a 10,000 mile QSO to Liberia and lose signal and spend 3 hours trying to diagnose what happened. And what happened was the wire came loose in the receive antenna. Because I would be really that wouldn't be the first thing I check.
Now I would, because you mentioned it. Yeah, that concerns me that I have that much noise on that cable. It's like 90 feet of cable.
You also don't have an antenna connected.
I don't think an antenna would at anything. It wouldn't attenuate the noise. It would make it worse.
Not necessarily. I mean, I pick up noise when I don't have my antenna connected.
Because I'll put something in the general Discord.
Hey, no update this time. I can't play that because I don't want to get dinged.
I'll look at it.
I'll have to look at it in a little bit when I get off here in a second. What time is it? 9. Oh, it's already 10. What happened to tonight? Just give you a heads up. I worked last night late, and then I basically got 5 hours of sleep and had to get right back down to Orange County where I was last night. They picked the worst night to have the our rep party too. For ducks. Thank you. Don't get dinged. Yeah, it's similar to one on Colin's post. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, this is kind of more of an experimental thing to see how, if I can lose even 2 S units of noise or 1 S unit of noise, I think it would be worth it. I don't know about you guys.
The things about the receive antennas that people are posting is I don't necessarily think it's going to get rid of your noise if you have a receive loop up at a couple of feet off the ground. Because your noise is coming from everywhere, you won't be able to null it out from the sides because it's coming from everywhere. So I have a receive loop, like the ones that they posted. But the difference in my scenario is I don't have neighbors on one side of my house and I don't have neighbors behind me. So it just happened to work out where I can point mine towards like the US and also like the South Pacific, and the null zone is basically pointed right at my house. But if you have noise in all directions, like you probably do, I'm not sure that the putting a receive loop up would, like off the ground, like with the active receive loops, I'm not sure that would solve your issue. unless you got it, did it horizontal and you posted it above your house. But that would be, I doubt you want that.
No, I don't want that at all.
I think that's what Josh did. I think didn't he make his horizontal above his house?
The only video I saw, because I don't you know what, the only one I saw was he put the receive loop on the ground. I don't remember seeing him.
He's got another one where I think he put up, it was either the MFJ or the chameleon loop above his house. I think that was him. Yeah, I think loop on the ground is such an affordable way, especially since you have that receive antenna port on your radio. I mean, for like $40, you're well, and the coax. $40 in the coax you already have. I would say it's worth the try.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Oh, Scott just sent me something. This will make Hamstick happy. At least a little bit happier. Here it comes. You think 14 gauge will fit in there, right? Yeah. 14.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea.
Those actually look like somebody drilled those. Those don't look manufactured.
They're probably manufactured. I mean, I can go down and double check mine. I've got it in my antenna closet. Well, radio closet. I have all my, well, not all, but I have a lot of my POTA stuff in a closet downstairs, so I don't have to drag gear up into the house that's dirty.
It's weird. I'm getting like feedback on you for some reason. Say something again real quick.
Marshmallow Spaghetti House.
It's probably okay now. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys helping me with this. We are still playing ham radio though, sort of discussing. What was I going to say here? So I'm planning on being on tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll be a little bit more awake.
Will you have your 4 to 1 already?
No, that thing's not coming for a couple of days. But I will try to go out and get the cable tomorrow. If not, I can do it on Sunday, which I really don't feel like doing on a Sunday. I could do it, or I can do it on Sunday. So
I still think you should leave it set up in the backyard, though.
You're not married.
I don't think she'll even notice.
It's not the point. I don't want my gardeners tripping over stuff. I have to run across concrete.
Oh, okay. Because in the grass, like my grass has already grown over my wire. Like I don't know if I can remove the wire. I mean, I'm sure if I pull on it, I can, but
my yard is probably only about 40% grass, and it's no way to get to the grass without going across some concrete.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
yeah, I've got mine coming out of a one of those window pass-throughs. And then it goes straight down, and there's grass. All 15 by 15 feet of my backyard is one big receive loop.
Look at the noise on 80 meters. I'm not hearing anything out tonight.
Wow, that's... The weather forecast was saying it's supposed to be like S1 atmospheric noise, like S1 to S2.
Welcome to California. I think somebody did something recently in my neighborhood. I don't know what. So 40 meters, the noise went down a little bit. I was almost at S20 on 40 meter the other night, if you guys recall. I have to go back and watch the video.
It's weird that it's definitely like hardcore QRM too, because it's like pulsating. I'm assuming, do you have your noise blanker on?
No.
Try putting the noise blanker on.
Let me go back to 40. Noise blinker's on. That's the MB button,
Yeah,
correct?
Okay.
Yeah.
That didn't help at all. Okay.
Let me try.
Yeah, I think the noise blanker is if you've got like noise in the actual like power source. I turn mine on when I'm powered off a vehicle. Like if it's got an alternator.
Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. It's very unfortunate.
I still wonder. Well, actually, we already talked about this. You tested when your AC guy cut the power to your house, and it was still terrible.
No, it was when they're putting in the charger.
Okay,
but yeah,
it was
I
still
did test it.
Basically, no change.
Well, on 40 meters, no. I only checked 40 meters because I only had like 5 minutes because he didn't want to have it off for too long. And my wife was trying to work because she works from home. But the only time I noticed it was on 40. I took a quick picture of it right before he did it, and took a picture when it was off, and there was literally almost no difference.
Okay. Well, hopefully I've convinced you, and it wasn't in vain, and it actually helps.
No, I mean, I didn't really want to shut my power off in my house unless I had to.
No, I mean, convinced you to get the loop in the ground.
No, I need to do something.
Yeah.
I want to make
I'm
some
saying
contacts.
I hope it works.
Well,
Otherwise, I convinced you to do something that didn't.
No, you convinced
But
me
it
that
should.
this is what the hobby's about. You guys would love to see if it helps me. Like I said, even if it knocks an S unit off or two,
Well,
I would think it's a success.
It should knock a bunch of S units off, but it'll also probably knock your signal down too. It just, hopefully it knocks the noise down more.
Well, I guess we're going to have to find out here shortly.
Because like what I was telling you earlier in the stream, how I was showing S0 noise on 15 meters.
Mm-hmm.
My signals were S1, but the noise was S0. So a signal coming in at S1 was full loud.
Yeah, it's enough to make the contact. Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand. Yeah, that's what I would want to try to do. I think it's worth it. As I'm working Siberia, I think I've worked this guy before on 20 meter FT8, and he's confirmed. Well, okay.
I'm hoping to get some 80 meter action in right after this stream.
You guys see how my 80 meters was going? It was on fire. It wasn't a good fire. It was red.
Let me see what my 80 meters is doing right now. I'm actually on 10 right now.
Bedford, New Hampshire. I'll work this guy.
I'm seeing S4 noise on 80.
I'm gonna get out of here. I'm getting a little tired here, and Hamstick is. I was gonna play this earlier when you were talking about DStar not connecting.
Not linked.
But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna be back tomorrow night. Hopefully a little bit earlier. I was just having some trouble with my computer not accepting my password or whatever. It kept on asking me for authorization for my computer. So I don't know what it was. Seth was mentioning that he was having some issues with it too. So, but it was annoying. It was freezing up my OBS. So it was not very good for what I was doing. It looks like I'm making a contact there with a fella in New Hampshire, the KC1RLS. So I'm on 20 meter FT8 if you guys want to try to work me. Everybody have a good evening. Hello, everybody. Thanks again for watching the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.